It's time to introduce our Offensive Player of the Year, and we're going to ring him in with some highlights. And it is our quarterback is the Offensive Player of the Year, Jack Newman from Annalee. Here's some highlights of his year.
Third and a long 3 from the 10-yard line. Annalee has marched right back down the field. They're throwing over the middle. Complete. Touchdown, Annalee. Skylar Van Weel. It was almost intercepted. Petaluma almost jumped out, but the pass had enough zip on it that it made it through the defense, and Skylar Van Weel scores, and Annalee can take the lead pending the extra point. 19 seconds to go in the first quarter. Newman back to pass, looking for the home run, going deep, far side. It is caught down inside the 10-yard line by Lucas Hausman. A 43-yard pickup. First and goal, Annalee.
Well, you can't throw the ball any better than that. That was right on the money. Great throw and catch.
Newman looking to throw to the near side, the wide side. Now he rolls and throws near the goal line. Great read. Touchdown. Skylar Van Weel. A 5-yard score, and Annalee adds to the lead.
So there you have it. Jack Newman is our Offensive Player of the Year, just a junior, and he now joins us. He's actually on the East Coast right now, so it's really late. Jack, thank you for being with us, and congratulations for being named our Offensive Player of the Year.
Well, thank you for having me.
Tell us about your season. I mean, last year you spent a lot of time kind of watching Will Smith and learning the offense. This year you took over, and I think one of the biggest compliments was I heard from the Campolindo folks that they were kind of questioning when they watched game film. They thought, didn't that guy graduate? Didn't number 12 graduate? Because they were having a hard time figuring out, who you were. Were you Will Smith or were you Jack Newman? And that just shows how well you picked up and right where Will left off last year.
That's funny. I mean, Will was a great quarterback. He led our team last year to a number of wins. A great guy. He taught me a lot. I was thankful to have him as a starter ahead of me. He taught me a lot.
What did it take to run that offense? I know you have great coaches, Dan Bourdon, Keith Simons, all the offensive guys. What are the things that you had to really learn and to put into play when you were out on the field as the quarterback for Annalee?
Well, it's really up tempo. I mean, we try to run as many plays as we can in as little time as we can, and we do a lot of repetitions in practice. And I think the chemistry from those repetitions, sometimes it's able to show during the game. Once we get into a rhythm, it can be hard to stop. Both Keith Simons and Dan Bourdon. Keith Simons was our offensive coordinator this year, and he's a great football mind. Both of these guys are great football minds, and it was a great opportunity we had to learn from them.
And you guys had a tremendous season. I think a lot of people felt, and I'll admit I was one of them after you graduated such great skill positions like Kurt Johnson and Janarik James, Will Smith, that there was no way that you guys were going to be able to be as successful as a team as you were the year before. But you guys actually even topped their team and went a step further, made it all the way to the championship this year. As a player, how did you accomplish that as a team and as a player? It must have been a similar thought that you guys had going into the season.
Yeah, I was definitely a little nervous too. Losing guys like Janarik and Kerr and Will too was a huge loss. But our team this year, we had great chemistry, and we progressed a lot during the year. And I mean, some of these guys, Isaac Kangas, we had great leaders. Stuff like that, the minor things, they really translate to team success.
You ended up throwing for over 4,000 yards this year. Pretty amazing. And you have a lot of guys coming back next year. Talk about the excitement that you guys have to be feeling going into next season. And when do you start working? When do the weights start, and when do you start getting ready?
Well, as soon as possible. We'll do a lot over the summer. Camps, individual stuff, but we're getting a new turf field in, so I hope to throw a lot of routes on that, do a lot of stuff on that. But yeah, some of these guys, Ross Simmons and Spencer Vogel, both had amazing years. Spencer actually was a defensive guy for us at the beginning of the year, but he stepped up and he, first year of playing high school football, he stepped up and had a big role for us down the stretch and throughout the year, actually. Ross Simmons had a couple great plays. Petaluma game, obviously that Hail Mary catch was outstanding, but just the ability to learn the offense and perform at a great level, it was very fun to watch.
Talk about that play a little bit, because I think we all thought the game was going into overtime. You guys had tried that deep pass the play before, and it didn't connect. And you had time for one play. Was there any communication between you and Ross, like, let's do it again, we're going to hit this, or what were you guys talking about, and how did that all come? How did it happen?
Well, we got the play signaled in, and I think we both saw that Petaluma had a cover 4 dropping look, but they only had one safety. They didn't play absolutely no touchdown defense or whatever. 6 guys back, and so we knew we might have a shot there at the corner of the end zone, and just tried to buy a little time, get it out to him, and he made a heck of a play. It was crazy. It was a moment I'll never forget. It kind of blurred, and it was one of those moments you hear about in sports, but you haven't really had many of those, so it was amazing to have. It's really amazing.
Awesome. Well, that was a lot of fun, and congratulations on the tremendous year this year, and looking forward to seeing you in action next year. I know one of the games that might be in the works is a Newman-Annalee matchup next year, maybe in, I think, about week 2 they're talking about. So have you heard anything about that as a possibility? And, boy, that would be a fun one.
I have not. Yeah, that would be awesome. We played them. I played them freshman year. A lot of the guys on the team played them freshman year, and we had a very competitive game, one that went down to the wire. So, I mean, that would be awesome if we got to do that next year.
And where are you right now? You're back on the East Coast somewhere, so it's pretty late, right?
Yeah, it's 12:20 right now, somewhere around there, 12:30. I don't know. Yeah, I'm visiting my grandma in Gloucester, Massachusetts. So,
wow, awesome.
Time.
And you are our Offensive Player of the Year on the All-YSN team. Again, congratulations, Jack Newman from Annalee. Tremendous season, and we will see you next year for sure.
Thank you very much.